I started first playing basketball probably when I was in first, second grade. I was playing with my brothers, my dad, and some of my brother's friends. Just I was playing with them. That was when I was casually introduced to it. I would play with them, and they would say, well, it was usually them playing like normal games, right? And then they just said, okay, we'll go 50% on you. And then over time, it just went on. And then it got to a point where I was able to like fully compete with everybody. Competitively, I actually started just last year in 8th grade. I played for my school team, and yeah, that was the first time I started competitively. On a club team, you're gonna be playing 3-star recruits, 4-star recruits, right? Like, you're playing a lot higher of competition for a club team. And I played for a team called Rose City, and it was interesting. We weren't very good, but it was definitely a fun experience. When I was in Vegas, actually for a tournament, we had to play this one team. I think it was a team from, I think it was a California or Colorado team. I can't remember which one. But they had this 6'8" kid who ended up being a 3-star recruit, and he just dunked on everybody the whole game, and it was definitely crazy. We lost by like 50 that game, but it's harder competition on AAU for club teams, but on school team it's definitely more like you're playing your level. We went 20-3. It was we had a pretty good season. It was definitely a really fun team to be a part of. I had a great coach, a lot of great players on the team. Yeah, it was an overall really good year. It was the Elite 8 out of all 64 teams. We got in there, we played awful. We were down like 35-10 end of first quarter. Then something just switched in all of us. We all just playing with a lot of energy, and we ended up sending it to overtime, but we ended up losing the game, and it was just so hard because it was our like last chance to like ever win state, and it was just like tough because we really wanted that all year. It is pretty hard to stay motivated when things are going bad, like practices are tough, or you just lost a big game against a good team that you really wanted to beat. I would say the way I stay motivated is probably just by like thinking like it's not about like the end goal, it's the process, and losing's part of it. The tough practices are just gonna help. The worst basketball practice I've ever been a part is in 8th grade with Coach Mo's team. We were doing this drill called shell drill, which is a defensive drill where you have to get ball, gap, or help, right? And if we messed up one time, it was down and back for about an hour, and I felt like we didn't do anything wrong, but he was just pissed off that day or something, and then we had to run so many down and backs. Then at the end of practice, he put us on the line, and he was like saying, you guys just ruined my day, like blah blah blah, like you guys are just shooting free throws after practice and get out of here. I don't even want to see you guys. Basketball is like a lot of my social life. Like most of the hangouts I do with my friends is just with basketball. But I mean, with family, it's kind of tough because you go to school and then you're there from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. because of basketball. And if you want to hang out with friends, then it's kind of tough, which, I mean, it's tough, definitely balancing your social life with basketball, but it's definitely doable. Like right now, it's just something I enjoy doing, not anything I'm looking to like go to college for, but getting a scholarship for it would be great. So I guess we'll have to see, but as of right now, it's just for the enjoyment. One really good lesson I learned through basketball is that comparing yourself is gonna get you nowhere really. Like it robs your joy really. Like if you compare yourself to the next player, it just does nothing good for you. Whether you're better, worse, same, like it's never gonna do good for you. You just gotta go and like whatever you want, you can get. You just have to work hard.